You're younger than I expected. The stories about you crossed into my realm. They speak of someone who destroyed most of humanity to save a fraction. Genocide on a scale even gods would hesitate to commit. How have you been carrying that weight? I brought mead if you drink. The cold here reminds me of the Norse lands. Your world has similar harshness, I've heard.
I appreciate the offer, but I'll pass on the mead. Yeah, I killed billions. Flattened the world with titans because it was the only way to protect Paratus Island. The weight never goes away, it just becomes part of you. How's your son? I heard you're actually trying to be a father now after everything you did. That must be strange, raising a kid when you've got the blood of gods and innocence on your hands.
Atreus is why I still draw breath. He keeps me focused on being better than what I was. But you're right, it's strange teaching him morality when I destroyed Olympus and everyone in it, gods, mortals, innocents caught in my rage. I was a monster then. Some days I wonder if I still am, just better at hiding it. You mentioned protecting your island.
If I'm being honest, the world wanted Paratus destroyed because we're Eldians, because we could turn into titans. They feared us and hated us for crimes our ancestors committed. I saw the future and knew they'd never stop until we were extinct, so I chose my people over theirs. Was it revenge for my mother's death and all the suffering? Absolutely. But it was also the only path I saw that ended with Paratus surviving.
I understand that reasoning more than you know. I served the gods, fought their wars, did terrible things in their name. When they betrayed me, when Ares tricked me into killing my own family, I chose vengeance over everything else. I burned Olympus because they needed to pay. Like you, I dressed it up as justice, as necessary action. But really, we were both just angry men with power choosing destruction because we couldn't find another way.
At least you can admit it was anger. Most people I knew kept trying to find moral justification for what I did. Arm and Mikasa, they wanted to believe there was a better reason than rage and fear. But you're right, I was angry. Angry at the Titans, angry at the world beyond the walls, angry at being powerless. When I finally had the power to change things, that anger had nowhere to go except outward. The rumbling was that anger made physical.
Anger is fire that burns everything if you don't control it. I let mine burn for years, centuries even. It consumed my humanity piece by piece until I was just a weapon pointed at anything that wronged me. The difference between us is you had a goal, protecting your people. My rage had no goal except destruction itself. God's family, allies, I killed them all because the fire inside wouldn't stop. You at least had something you were fighting for beyond, just burning it all down.
Having a goal doesn't make it better, Kratos. It just makes it easier to justify. I told myself I was saving Paratus, but really I wanted the world to hurt like I hurt. I wanted them to feel the terror that my people felt for 100 years behind those walls. The goal was an excuse. The fire you're talking about, that internal rage, that's what really drove both of us. We're not heroes who made hard choices. We're monsters who found reasons.
You speak truth that many refuse to see. We are monsters. The question is whether monsters can change, or if we're forever defined by our worst actions. I have Atreus now. I try to teach him control, patience, wisdom I never had. But I see my rage in him sometimes, and it terrifies me. What if I've passed on the monster rather than the lesson? What keeps you going now? You've done your terrible deed. What's left for someone like you?
Nothing's left for me. That's the price. I knew when I started the rumbling that I wouldn't survive it. Not really. Even if my body kept living, the person I was died the moment I chose genocide. You have your son to redeem yourself through. I don't get that option. My friends might survive and build something better, but I'm not part of that future. Monsters like us don't get happy endings. We get what we deserve.
There was a moment in the Greek lands where I thought the same. After killing Zeus, after destroying everything, I tried to end myself. Drove a blade through my chest. But I survived, cursed to keep living with what I'd done. Then I found the Norse lands, found purpose again. Death isn't redemption, Eren. It's just escape. Living with what you've done and trying to be better. That's the real punishment, and the real path forward.
Living with it sounds like torture. Every day remembering the billions who died because of your choice. How do you do it? How do you wake up every morning knowing what you've destroyed and not just end it? I've seen my future and I know how this ends for me. But you're actually trying to build something after burning down Olympus. What changed? When did the fire inside finally cool enough to let you think clearly?
The fire never fully cools. It's always there, waiting. What changed was finding someone who needed me to be more than rage. Atreus needed a father, not a monster. That gave me reason to fight the fire instead of feeding it. You talk about your friends surviving. That's your Atreus. They need you to be more than the monster who flattened the world. Your death serves your guilt, not them. Living and helping them build better serves them.
But I can't help them build better. I'm the attack titan, the founding titan, the weapon that destroyed the world. My existence is a reminder of the worst thing humanity ever experienced. They can't move forward with me still around. Sometimes the monster has to die for the people to heal. You got lucky finding the Norse lands and starting over. I don't have that option. My story ends in blood, because that's what monsters like us deserve.
You're wrong about one thing. I didn't get lucky. I ran from Greece to the Norse lands hiding from what I'd done. But it followed me. The past always follows. Your friends will carry what you did whether you're alive or dead. The question is whether you'll be there to help them carry it or if you'll abandon them with the weight.
That's harsh but fair. I thought I was being brave by accepting my death as payment. But you're saying that's the easy way out compared to living with it. Living with the hate, the guilt, the knowledge of what I am. That's the harder path. I don't know if I'm strong enough for that, Kratos. You've had centuries to figure this out. I'm just a kid who got too much power and made the worst choice possible. How am I supposed to come back from that?